22.
She's talking about, she's an author, speaker.
All guests are now muted.
Friend, her name is Bunmi Moore. Bunmi, the floor is yours.
Hey, well, thank you so much, Randy, for getting this call started. We love you and we love your story. So if you have not heard Randy's story, you've got to go to randystory.com. You'll get to hear Randy so eloquently from the heart share with these amazing products, particularly the Thrive has done for him and why he is still here with us today. So make sure you jot that down, guys, and get it out to everybody you know. And that would be randystory.com. And so we'll get to hear from him a little bit more tonight. But we want to thank you for joining us on this call this evening. I promise you, if you are a guest, you're going to be thanking that person who told you about this call. You know, Lurralife International is a rising star in this health and wellness industry in the great profession of network marketing. We are a global company expanding, not just here in the United States, but we have so many different countries blowing up. If you've been looking online, you see we have South Africa and Botswana and Ghana and other African countries really taking a hold to our wellness message. Then we have South America going. We have Europe going. We have Canada going. And so this wellness industry is a $4 trillion industry, guys. $4 trillion industry worldwide. So how about you get your piece of this multi-trillion-dollar pie? So we're going to be sharing with you tonight a little bit on the company. We're going to get in heavily to the products and the testimony and tell you a little bit about this compensation, because we say don't just have your body well and your bank account be sick. Learn how to monetize this industry, and as you help people bring money into your mailbox. And we have people online who are watching on Facebook Live. They say, hey, don't leave out Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is rocking and rolling too. And these are the type of products that we have, guys, that when people hear about them, they give people a testimony, people share it with others, and the word keeps spreading. So first, let's tell you about this amazing company. Our company actually just launched January of last year. We were formerly O2 Worldwide, now Lurralife International, and we have never been more excited. We've got some great products. We have new branding. We have an opportunity for people to get paid to lose weight up to $500 for you losing weight, whether you are a customer or in the business. And so we're doing some very unique things in the marketplace. And I love our holistic approach, which would be health and wellness, mind, body, and spirit. So it's not just about our supplements, but we're all into the fitness as well. In fact, we're showing people how to take those 10,000 steps a day and get rewarded for every step that you take. So some really unique things here that you can get back to the person who invited you to find out about it. But let's talk about these products, because this is all the rage. This is why business is booming like it is, because our products get results. Now, would you rather be with a company that has average products that are expensive or extraordinary products that are very, very affordable? Of course, the latter. You want products that give people results, that get them the benefit they're looking for, and that they can afford. Well, guys, you have found it here with Lurralife International. We have about 5 or 6 different products, but we have 3 major products that we're going to hit on tonight because they are absolutely just creating so many success stories in the marketplace. So we're going to first start off with our flagship product, which would be those amazing O2 drops. Now, if you have not heard about O2 drops, guys, you probably have been under a rock, but we know we still need to keep getting the word out, because not everybody's going to hear about everything, but we call these drops a miracle in a bottle for a reason. And that's because we've never seen a product at this price point to give people so many different testimonies. So we're going to get right into it. And the first person I want to bring on is Miss Cassandra Smoot, also out of Maryland. She was introduced to this product about 4 years ago, and she has a rundown of about 4 or 5 different testimonials. But Cassandra, real quick, if you could just take a minute and just rattle off, what have these O2 drops done for you over the time that you've been introduced to them? And make sure you unmute, Cassandra. I can hear you.
I'm unmuted. Okay, awesome. Yes, when I was first introduced to the O2 drops, I had some bad dental work done, and I was left in pain and redness and swelling and couldn't eat. And I just put a couple of drops on my gums, and in 2 minutes, the pain stopped. Put some more in there. Overnight, that big hole closed up, and my mouth was fine. I could eat whatever I wanted. Well, I also had severe dry eye. I had fibromyalgia, sciatic nerve pain, early stages of cataracts, and a bad case of menopausal symptoms. Well, they're starting taking the O2 drops. All the symptoms of all of those things disappeared. Cataracts gone. There are none in my eyes whatsoever. How do I know that the O2 drops did it? Because I went for a week or two without them, and symptoms started coming back. O2 drops is a miracle in the bottle, and if you haven't tried it, I suggest you get some tonight. Thank you, Bunmi. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cass, for sharing those testimonies. I heard Cassandra tonight say, I will never, ever be without my O2 drops. Guys, just liquid stabilized oxygen and minerals in a proprietary blend. You heard all those testimonies that she gave us, but there's even more. I want our own Dr. Daryl Keck to come to the line. Dr. Daryl, I want you to unmute because you were there originally in the beginning when we first heard about O2 drops. You have yourself some great O2 testimonies as well. You've gotten lots of customers who you've helped. I remember one lady that you shared the product with, her husband had a stroke, and after just 2 weeks on the product, he started moving the side of his face again. You're helping so many people. Tell us, what have O2 drops done for you?
Thank you so very much. Just remarkable product. Being a nutritional doctor, and also being a former nurse, I understand that your health is your greatest wealth. But those O2 drops went far beyond the call of duty. When I first started taking them, I was taking them under my tongue, and I noticed that I stopped going to the bathroom 3 or 4 times a night. That was my first testimony, and that's probably after only a week of using them. I started putting them in my eyes for the first time in my many, many years of over 50 years of living. I was able to pass my driver's license test without my glasses. Now, I go every 4 years to get my license renewed, and every 4 years I take my glasses off and try to pass the eye test. And I always is told that please, sir, please put your glasses on because you're getting everything. You're not getting close to what's there. And for the first time, I took my glasses off. I attempted to take the eye test and pass the eye test without my glasses on. And the only thing I've done differently was putting the O2 drops in my eyes 3 times a day, a couple of drops. And after a month or so, again, that it was time to take my test, I was able to pass. And first time in history, my driver license had on it that I did not need corrective lenses. So that was such a great thing. So I love the O2, what it does for me, and also using the O2, I was snoring a lot. I would go to bed and snore so loud, I would wake myself up and wonder if it was somebody in the room or in the house. And it was just me. So after using the O2 for a couple months, I noticed I wasn't waking myself up. And guys, how I know it works, because when I stopped using it, I started going back. You know, you get to say, hey, I'm doing great. I'm taking other nutrition from the company and other nutrition to stay healthy. But, you know, you forget, you take it for granted. You stop using it, and guess what? Not only did I start going to the bathroom back 3 or 4 times a night, I also started back snoring again. So I know the O2 works. I love it. I have it with me all the time. And so many testimonies we have. We have a money-back guarantee on the product, but it's a great product to have. And there's so many other things. The body needs the oxygen. It can absorb the oxygen. And if your body is absorbing more oxygen, it does an amazing thing, because it takes care of things, because it's healing itself. Back over to you, Pooh.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Darrell, for sharing that testimony. Another thing I love about the O2 drops, guys, is it's so safe. A newborn baby can use it. Now, we could talk about O2 drops like all night long. There's just that many uses for it and those many testimonies, but we got to keep it moving. The next thing we want to talk about is one of our most recent products, and that would be the original Dr. Miller's Detox Tea. Talking about dropping 5 pounds in 5 days. Yeah, it'll help you do that. But also, I have another slogan, Detox or Die. This detox tea is amazing. It cleanses the liver, the colon, the gallbladder, the spleen, the kidneys, down to the cellular level, and it tastes great. But don't just take my word for it. I want Teresa Reed, who is a personal trainer out of Baltimore, Maryland, hosting those amazing tea, coffee, and fitness mixers. Shameless plug. On February the 29th, she's going to be having another event from 2 to 4 in Pikesville, Maryland, at her Fit for Life personal training facility. So if you know anybody in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area, definitely invite them out to that. But Teresa, you've been exercising for years. You've been inspiring people to better health through fitness. Tell us, what did that amazing detox tea do for you?
Hey, Bunmi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yes. Listen, me being a fitness professional for over 25 years, this tea, I'm telling you, this tea is amazing. I have taken products before, but this tea is none like no other. First of all, it makes me feel good. It makes my whole body, my whole being feel good. I love to take it room temperature. That's the best way for me to take it room temperature. But I started taking the tea. I wanted to. My goal was to lose at least 2 to 3 percent of body fat. That's why I was taking it. And I said, well, I'll probably lose a couple of pounds or whatever in the process. And so I started taking the tea. I took 4 ounces. I only did 4 ounces a day. Sometimes I might have done two 4 ounces, but I did it consistently. And I checked. I wrote my first date down, and then in 2.5, I noticed I was losing. I said, I feel a little great. I feel better. I feel good, and all that. I got this energy and all this. I can train all these people, and I could do classes and all that. But I checked my weight, and in 2.5 months, I lost 18 pounds.
Wow.
I lost almost 5% body fat. And I feel amazing. I'm telling you. It also is helping my immune system as well. I'm cleaned out. I go to the bathroom all the time. I mean, I feel phenomenal. I'm 65. I feel like I'm 35 years young. Everybody needs to take it. It's a must. You must detox your body in order to have perfect health, get into optimal health. And all of my clients that we train are on the detox tea. Back to you, Bunmi.
Awesome. Thank you, Teresa, for sharing that testimony. We all love this tea. People say, what does it taste like? It tastes bitter. No, it just tastes like regular tea. It's a blend of 9 organic herbs and plant extracts, guys. And when you make this tea, 2 tea bags makes a gallon. A gallon lasts a week. And I'm telling you, people are dropping the 5 pounds in 5 days. Their bellies flattening out. All kinds of testimonies from the tea as well. And now we're going to take it to another product that is so near and dear to my heart, which would be our Thrive organic greens. Now, guys, cardiovascular disease, heart disease, is the number 1 killer in the United States. And we should not just sit idly by and say, oh, wow, heart disease is the number 1 killer. There is something that we can do about it. And these greens are helping people to actually reverse the age of their heart. On the package, it says, age-proof your heart. This product acts like a roto-rooter to clear out the arteries, and I can't think of anyone better to talk about that part than that awesome Randy Steen, one of our awesome leaders who you heard introducing people. Again, go to randystory.com, get his full story. But Randy, we want to hear the 2-minute powerful version of what these greens have done for you and have the potential to do for others as well.
Well, thank you for having me on, Bunmi. And first of all, I've got to say thank God that I'm here, because 2.5 years ago, I'm not sure if I wouldn't have found this product that I would be here talking to you tonight. So I am sold on this product, and you're going to hear why in just a minute. But I'm going to throw some numbers at you, because this is a short version. I'm going to throw the number of 861. I'm going to throw the number of 296. I'm going to throw the number of 54. And then I'm going to throw the number of 0 at you. And I want you to understand what those numbers are. The 861 represents the number that 2.5 years ago, when I was laying on my left side in my bed and watching TV and had a pain in my arm and sat up, and it went away real quickly. And then a couple weeks later, I had a massive pain and went in, and they did this thing called the calcium score test on me. That 861 represents the amount of calcium that was in my arteries, that was blocking my arteries at about 90% blockage. And I want you to understand that anything over 400 of a calcium score is consistent with the significant risk of having a cardiovascular event. In other words, I was right on the verge of having a heart attack. And so they wanted me to have bypass surgery. Okay, you're going to think I'm nuts, but I said no. I wanted to try and fix it naturally if I could. So I went home. I tried everything under the sun, and nothing was helping me. I just wasn't getting any relief. In fact, I was getting worse. I was to the point where I couldn't walk to my mailbox, which is about 35 feet from my house, 30 to 35 feet from the front door, or from my bedroom to my kitchen, without having to wait until the pain subsided and I could catch my breath to get back to the house or get back into my bedroom again. I mean, it was terribly bad, and I thought to myself, I've got to go in and have something done, or I'm going to die. And in the meantime, my friend Shelley sent me some of this amazing product called Thrive. She sent me 3 packets. She told me to take 1 a day, so I took 1 the first day, and I didn't know if I really felt anything, but I took 1 the second day. I thought I could feel something. But on the third day, I noticed that I wasn't out of breath as much. And so I ordered the product and got on it, and I stayed on it. In fact, I was so blocked up that I thought, I'm going to really make this thing work, and I took 4 a day. And I did that, and in July of 2018, I went in and had another calcium score test done, and my calcium score had dropped from 861 to 296.
Wow.
At which time the doctor also did another test where they looked inside to see what kind of blockage I was, and he said, you are no longer a candidate for a bypass surgery or a stent. He says, whatever you're doing, it's working. And on April of 2019, I went in for another test, and my calcium score had dropped to 54. He gave me pictures at that time of my arteries after they'd done this catheterization. I can't remember how to say that, but where they put dye in you, and it showed where the first one where it was closed off, just about. I mean, it was 90% blocked, and then they showed the one in April, and I mean, it's open. It's totally open. And now I went in February and had another test done, and I have to tell you that my blood pressure, which used to be on the high side, I would run 150 to 160 over 90 to 100. and my blood pressure was 119/63. My arterial elasticity out of a possible 100 was 98. And my peripheral elasticity, that means elasticity of the arteries in your legs and your arms, out of a possible 100 was 82. And by the way, that was much lower before. And my arterial blockage was less than 1%. So he said, basically, it's zero. You have no blockage.
Wow.
Now, 2.5 years, I went from 90% blocked, a calcium score of 861, down to a calcium score of 0 and arterial blockage of less than 1% or 0. And the doctor said these words to me. He said, Randy, he said, your arteries are in great shape and you have the arterial system of a 25-year-old man, and I'm age 66.
Wow.
Am I sold on this product? Absolutely. Should you be taking this product? Absolutely. So I'm going to do a shameless punch, should we say, for this, or promotion for this. The minute that this call's over tonight, there's a call to action that we do here. And that means you need to get a hold of somebody and ask them about what you heard about here tonight. And all of the things you heard about are fabulous. But do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, do your loved ones a favor, do all your friends a favor. Call and get on this Thrive product, because I promise you, and there's story after story. When you go to see randystory.com, you're going to see another one of my friend's stories down on the bottom, another video that I added. There's story after story of how this is working and saving people's lives. So, Bunmi, what can I say except we got to be thriving. We got to get people on this product, and thank you for letting me tell my story.
Well, thank you so much for telling your story. You may have saved some more lives tonight, because I know people are going to be ordering. They're going to be getting on this Thrive. These Thrive Organic Greens, a blend of 6 organic grasses full of minerals, grown in one of only 2 ancient volcanic seabeds in the world that are minerally rich and dense. Guys, I'm telling you, you're going to love these Thrive Organic Greens. And I have one more testimony on the Thrive, because there are so many people who are suffering from chronic high blood pressure. This is another cardiovascular related disease. And I know within my community, I mean, this the rampantness of high blood pressure is just, well, it's staggering numbers. And so Chip Bernard out of Maryland, I want you to come on, because, you know, you were a guy who, I heard your testimony, and you had been plagued with high blood pressure for years. Nothing was helping. Tell us a little bit about your story and what the Thrive did for you, Chip.
Can you hear me, Bunmi?
Loud and clear.
Okay, very, very good. Well, first off, I just have to say, what amazing testimonials we've had here tonight, and I'm ready to sign up.
Yes.
Signed up. Anyway, you know, ladies and gentlemen, like Bunmi alluded to, you know, I have dealt with, well, let me rephrase that. I had dealt with up until learning about Lurralife, with severe high blood pressure for over 20 years. And what do I mean by severe high blood pressure? I'm talking resting average 150, 160 over 100, with spikes of 230 over 120, 220 over 120. Actually, when they first diagnosed me with this, whatever they diagnosed me with, my blood pressure was leveled out at 190 over 110. They pulled me off of work. I was managing a cabinet factory at the time. They thought I was going to have a stroke, and they ran me through every test known to man when it comes to blood pressure, out of whether it was the Mayo Clinic or the Iowa City Hospitals with some of the top cardiologists in Iowa. And you know what? They never ever, and this is a scary part, they never ever come up with a true diagnosis of what was causing the high blood pressure. They said I have freaky high blood pressure, and after about 6 months of being off work and trying this different cocktail and this different cocktail, they finally dialed it into 5 different high blood pressure meds. And I'm telling you what, ladies and gentlemen, what those high blood pressure meds was doing to my body and doing to me was unimaginable. I mean, some of the pain that I went through, and just some of the things that they were causing was crazy. So I knew that I could not stay on this cocktail of blood pressure pills for the rest of my life, because it was going to kill me. So 12 years ago, I found out about the health and wellness industry. You know, I found out about nutrition and the power of diet and exercise. So I got involved in the health and wellness industry. I got involved in really dialing in my body's nutritional needs and exercising on a regular basis. And I was able actually to whittle down to 1 pill. So I was able to get off of 4 of those high blood pressure pills, but down to 1 pill. And that wasn't good enough, because here we go. My blood pressure is spiking. spiking again. And even with the 5 pills, my blood pressure average is 130 over 90. So anyway, my blood pressure, here we go, spiking again. So I'm trying different nutritional supplements. And I had, ladies and gentlemen, I had tried everything under the sun when it comes to anything that said it helped with high blood pressure and cardiovascular health. And nothing would work. If it worked at all, it would work for 1 month, 2 months tops. And then here I'm back with the resting blood pressure of 150 over 100, 160 over 100, and spikes of 210 over 120. I guaranteed I had to make at least 3 to 4 emergency room visits a year. I mean, just guaranteed, because my blood pressure would spike like that and they couldn't get it down. Well, fast forward to October 2018. You know, I was fed up with being on this last high blood pressure pill. It's starting to do some things to me psychologically, starting to steal my memory. And for you guys out here, you're going to understand what I'm saying. It's starting to steal my manhood. It's starting to rob my manhood. I'm only 55 years old, folks, and that ain't happening. So it started taking things away from me that really, you know, we need to function with. And so I reached out to a friend of mine who I knew made some good products. Got with him, a gentleman by the name of Dan Putnam. I think you guys might recognize that name. He's the CEO of our company. Got with Shelly. They sent me some product. I tried the product. And I'll be honest with you. When I first tried it, I'm like, well, I don't know. But you know what? I kept with it. And by day 3, I'm going, oh, this product is amazing. A week in, my blood pressure started coming down.
Wow.
A month in, my blood pressure really started coming down and leveled off about 120 over 80. And by month 3 of being on the Thrive, and ever since that point, my blood pressure, my resting average for a year now, has been 105 over 70. I cannot tell you, folks, how many nights, how many days I would pray not to have a stroke. And when Thrive came along, I'm not going to say it's a life changer, but Thrive is a lifesaver. I'm going to leave you this one last thought. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Life is full of choices. And the choice you make tonight, right here, right now, to take back your health by introducing your body to these products will definitely shift your tomorrow. Do not take your health for granted. Bunmi, back to you.
Wow, wow, wow. I am just sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure you are, just so moved by these testimonies. I mean, these gentlemen who you heard tonight from, they're here still and have their life and their health because of something that God put on the earth. Doctors have their place, but mainly they know about cutting and they know about drugging. They did not go to school to learn how the body can heal itself. But we know our Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And if we give the body what it needs in the form that it can use it in, the body can do amazing things, and that is heal itself. You just heard Randy now going from being on his way out of here because of heart disease to having his arteries totally clear in like the age of a 24-year-old. So when you read that package of Thrive and it says age-proof your heart, reverse the age of your heart, it's really doing that, ladies and gentlemen, naturally with these organic greens. As Randy said, get some tonight, and don't you dare go to bed without going to Randy's story. And then once you see his story, don't keep that to yourself. We must be on a crusade to save lives and share this with other people. So please start doing that. And Chip, my goodness, how many people do we know that are plagued with chronic high blood pressure? As you said, men who are losing their manhood in early 30s and 40s because of high blood pressure. And here you've gotten the answer tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But it's all about the action. Don't just be a hearer of the word, be a doer. Invest in your health. And if you're one of those like me, you're healthy and you don't have any high blood pressure or diabetes or anything like that, well, then great. Take the Thrive every day like I do so that you can be on the prevention side, because we don't want to wait until something happens. You want to stay healthy. Nothing feels as good as feeling great. And so it takes us getting on the front end of the diseases so we never have to go the way of the masses. But the great thing is, if you're already experiencing some disease in your body, it can be reversed when you give it the right components. So I'm excited. Teresa's on here about losing weight. That's great. We have Dr. Darrell talking about all kinds of things and stopping his snoring, stopping him from waking up, going to the bathroom at night. Cassandra being helped with her night sweats, ladies. Those of us who are approaching that night sweat age, those hot flashes where we have our own personal summer sometimes, get your O2 drops for that. And for me, this totally cleared up my skin. I had been plagued with acne for almost all of my life, had adult acne, started using the O2 drops on my skin, and now I actually get compliments on my face. It's like, wow, never thought that would happen. So our health is our first wealth. But as I said before, don't just have your body well and your pocketbook be sick. I'm going to wrap it up in the next 5 minutes, and let me show you how we're going to parlay these affordable, beneficial, all natural nutritional supplements and turn it into an income opportunity for you. So if you decide that, you know what, I just don't want to be only a product of the product and get well, but I want to get my bank account well too, well, you can become a distributor with us, and we get paid 7 different ways, guys. We get paid every week. Set yourself up with residual income. Get the easiest to achieve car bonus in the industry with just a team of 20 people. That's it. We call it our 4x4. You get 4 people who come in with one of our affordable car bonus packages for less than $100 and help those 4 to do the same thing. You've earned yourself a $500 a month car bonus. How awesome is that? And so we have paycheck matches and 50% customer bonuses, all kinds of different ways to bring more money into your income, into your household. So here we are, guys. I know you're one of those who said, I want my 2020 to be different than my 2019. Well, this opportunity has now been presented to you. And the question is, what are you going to do with it? You got to think about this. Who wins when you win, and who loses when you lose? When your health is at its optimal, not only are you winning, but your family is winning. And you want to pass on that legacy of great health downline generationally to your children and your grandchildren. And then you think about who loses when you lose. If you're losing on the health front, your family is losing too. If you're losing on the wealth front because you only have one stream of income and you haven't gotten enough smarts about you to realize, wait a minute, multiple streams of income is the order of the day. This industry of this wellness industry is a $4 trillion industry worldwide. So I can make money by partnering with Lurralife globally, whether a person's buying product in the UK, Canada, Africa, or around the corner from me in the US, I can get paid from that. And the answer is yes. Multiple streams of income, guys. You got to get with it. And so as our company continues to grow and expand, we're looking for people who are open-minded, people who have their PhDs, who are positive, hungry, and determined, who say, you know what, I want to be somebody. And I want to be somebody and do something great. And I want to do something great by making an impact and helping other people. And so since our health is our first wealth, guys, I can't think of a better industry to plant your flag in than the health and wellness. Uh-oh. Yikes. Uh-oh. My phone went dead there. This is live. So now I'm going to have to call back on the other phone. I don't know what happened, guys. So I'm just going to call back in. You got to keep it moving, right? You got to keep it moving. So let me dial in.
Followed by the pound key.
169861. Hold on. All righty.
Thank you. Moderator ID accepted. All guests are currently muted. To unmute all guests, press 9. For help with host options, press *0. You will now be connected with the conference.
Hey guys, I'm sorry about that technical difficulty. So all of a sudden my signal, my phone dropped. So I was saying I can't think of a better industry to plant your flag in. And so with that, guys, we're going to bring this call to a close, but you're either a 1, a 2, or 3 at this point. Maybe you are a number 3 where you're saying, you know what? I'd like to try this product. Let my body be the lab, and I just want to be a customer. No, then that's you. You're a number 3. A number 2 is somebody who says, you know what? I want to be a customer because it just makes sense to put a priority on my health. And I think maybe I should like to share this information. I don't know if I want to be a distributor yet, but I'm still going to promote this. And hey, if there's a way for me to earn free product just by sharing this, I want to do that too. And a number 1 is someone who says, man, I want health and wealth. Sign me up tonight. If that's you, we want you to get back to that person who invited you to this call and just say, I'm in. I'm ready. I'm ready to save some lives. I'm ready to change some lives. I'm ready to help people to live their best life by living their healthiest life. And I could use some extra income while I do that. So we want to welcome you to our Lurralife family. Again, thank you so much, Chip. Thank you, Randy, Cassandra, and Teresa, and Dr. Darrell, for sharing your amazing testimonies. If you're seeing this on Facebook, guys, run it as a watch party. Get these testimonials out there and help some other people. And with that, I'm going to unmute the call. And we're going to conclude by saying good night together. Hold on. All right, the lines are unmuted. We're sorry for the technical difficulty, but good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on the call. We appreciate you. Thanks for the testimonies. Good night. Thanks for joining us. Good night. Great call. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Teresa. Good night. We will. We're excited. How about you?
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Thank you to everybody that joined my watch party.
And all guests are now muted.
All righty. Well, that's the thing. When you go live, you never know what's going to happen. My phone just like went out on me. Okay. So anyway, I just have to dial in and keep it moving. So guys, if you are seeing this, no matter who is sharing this watch party with you, please take action. Don't sit idly by and just say, oh, pity pad, that was great. We're talking about life-changing products. We're talking about a focus in 2020 on your greatest wealth, which is your health. Thank you so much, Randy. And with that, this call is officially over. This live is officially over. And we'll see you on the other side of the money. Hey, Wadia. Thanks for sharing the information that you shared today. We want to get the information of O2 drops out to the world. It's truly a miracle in a bottle. Good night, everybody.